So I'm looking for you who think the World Trade Centers is just two.
Tell me why you're doing this, my man.
On September 11, 2001, I took my son to school that day. It was the first day of school for the New Jersey area. It was also a Prime Tuesday. By me not going to work, it saved my life. I used to work. I know how many people come here have no idea what they're looking at. Some people coming here for the first time need to understand how big this place was, how much was going on, and so many people say Twin Towers. That's wrong. Why? But that's 1972 when there were just two. This is the fact. The World Trade Centers opened up April 3rd, 1973, with 3 buildings. The third building was an 800-room hotel called Vista, later becomes Marriott. World Trade Centers grew and grew and grew. Number 7 was completed in 1987, 48 stories tall. You saw this building fall September 11th at 5:20. World Trade number 7 was a 48-story office building. This place was given its own zip code. Some people didn't know that. So I just give them the facts. And make them realize morning rush hour, September 11th, 2001. This is World Trade number 7, the last building to fall on September 11th at 5:20. 5 buildings fell down by sundown. Some people didn't know that. And I tell them, thousands of people underground on their way to work, regular James and Joes, who didn't even think it's going to get worse. The second tower hit the first tower to fall. That makes it worse. That building comes down in 54 minutes. It can't go all the way into the ground. So I tell the young kids, understand this. This building is so big, a quarter mile high in the sky. Only if it goes a quarter mile down into the ground, then nothing else will get touched. It can't. It has to spread out. And these 2 towers will knock down 7 other buildings standing around. Innocent people had nothing to do with this in any form and fashion. Got up to go to work Tuesday, never came home. 1,500 kids don't have parents because of this. 9 guys got out of their beds on their day off, came here to help. Policemen and firemen never came home. So I look for the ones.
What about what we're doing about it?
Like I told people, it should have been done sooner, longer. Go all the way back to 1990, Desert Storm. You want to get politically assessed on this? In 93, the World Trade Center was a bomb by Muslim extremists. Everyone keeps making this up. I said, no, not. It's history. February 26, 1993.
People don't know that, you say.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Bomb was put in the basement, blew out 4 floors, only 6 people were killed, 1,000 were injured. But the buildings could have fell over. What we would have did then is the same with 93. We turned the other cheek. Now we're gonna track down who did this. We'll come to find out, and investigating that, they come to find out these Muslim terrorists that don't want to be associated with the country has passports from our so-called enemy, who was our friend at the time. Oh yes, it goes back to Iraq and Iran. Here's a real twist. He's supposed to be born in one country and has passport from another country, who were both fighting each other at the time that he was supposed to be coming to America. Now, if that's not somebody being in cahoots, then what is? And when they find this blind sheep and they locked him up here and they've been getting those threats about release him and do this and do that, in 97, when all those different embassies in Africa were bombed, American embassies bombed in Africa, in 2001, now we get slapped in the face. And I tell people, if we should have took care of this, it won't get us. Now you got a hornet's nest that now nobody wants to deal with, but you could have stopped that one hornet from making a nest. Now we got one hell of a mess. And I tell even the peaceniks, I can understand you making your plea for peace. I can understand nobody wants to send their children to war. But this is the situation. If you don't stop it now, when will it stop? When will it stop?